So, guys, there's a big fight currently between AI data centers and power companies, or let's say the power grid.
Well, if your electric bill has gone up lately, you are not alone. And it may not just be the summer heat that's causing things to rise. Artificial intelligence data centers, or physical buildings or facilities that house computer systems, are predicted to drive demand to record highs in the coming years.
You get. Now, the AI data centers, that's the tech companies, they say they no go agree, say we will strong. The power grid say, without us, you can't do anything. So, guys, in this video, first of all, we'll talk about what happened. Then second, we'll talk about what is a data center for those of us that don't know what a data center is. I'll just be talking about it briefly. Then three, we'll talk about why AI itself is the problem. Why is this AI the problem? Then four, we'll talk about the fight. That's the big fight that's between the data center or the tech companies versus the power companies. Yes. Then finally, we'll talk about the proposed solution. What is the solution? All right. So, guys, what happened? Imagine you live in a neighborhood that has a transformer that can power 100 houses, and all of a sudden, a factory comes and builds close to your neighborhood or in your neighborhood, and it's using a power that is meant for 50 houses. And now you are using your light, and your light is flickering, is blinking, is coming up, coming down, just because only this company or this factory is using power meant for 50 houses. Only and they use them. You understand?
To give you an idea of how much electricity these data centers use, today, a hyperscale data center operated by a big tech company uses about as much electricity as 100,000 households. The largest data center currently under development will use 20 times that amount.
So, guys, this data center now, they power AI models, and to run or to build a single AI model, the electricity that is involved in building one is enormous. It also runs your cloud services, and it runs, your apps, your websites, banks, hospitals, which are essential services. Now, the power companies are saying, well, the grid wasn't built for this level of demand. So now, looking at this chart, you will discover that there has been an increment in the consumption of electricity, because this power grid was built to handle a particular and calculated amount of electricity consumption, right? But all of a sudden, a data center just comes by, and we have Google, we have Microsoft, we have Amazon, and many of them, they just come into the picture and they start using a lot of electricity. How can we handle? So, US might be facing blackouts.
And you'll notice that AI, by the way, as a fact, those data centers that drive our digital life, which is not life, it's actually death mostly, but they're the biggest power draw. How much electricity does AI require? Like more than countries. Our grid can't handle AI just as a practical matter.
What is a data center? So a data center, just look at it as a very, very big building with a lot of computers that never sleep. Now, these computers are servers, you get. And now most of us think that our data, our informations, you understand, are stored in the cloud, like the cloud. Like someone will say, I want to send my information, I want to upload my information to the cloud. And so someone is thinking, the average man is thinking that, well, there's somewhere in the space where our information are kept. No, our data, our Google Photos, Google backups, and whatever, all those things you back up, they're actually kept in a very, very big facility, massive facilities with thousands of computers that never sleeps, that keeps going on every day, every time, every moment is on, it's active.
If you look at it this way, like for example, let's talk about an internet search. If you do an AI search versus just a regular Google search, that requires about 10 times more energy on the processing end to get that answer.
So why is AI the problem? Now, okay, in the old internet era, we just had, websites you get and emails, whatever. You really don't consume much electricity. You just need to have your running system connected to the internet, and that's all you get. But now, with the advent of artificial intelligence, that's AI, you discover that in order for you to build one big AI model, it needs electricity that can power even a town. Yes, it demands that much electricity. And some of you will be asking, why so much electricity?
How much energy will be needed to power AI? That's the question we set out to answer recently. We analyzed brand new data sets and consulted extensively with the tech sector, the energy industry, policymakers, and international experts. Most of AI's energy needs are concentrated in data centers. And inside each data center are any number of servers which create immense amounts of heat as they process data. Running those servers and keeping them cool is one of the main drivers of electricity consumption for AI.
So next is the big fight. That's between the tech and the power companies. Now, the power companies are saying we can't keep the lights on if data centers don't slow down.
If you think about the city of New York, they on a daily basis, their load of what they need to run that city is called 6 gigawatts, which probably doesn't mean a lot to anybody, but when you think about it, by 2030, the country needs 3 times that amount of energy to keep up with the growth of the data centers. So there's a huge appetite for this new energy.
Then they're also saying when the power is low, don't you think you should disconnect? Use your backup generators, right? That's why you have a backup generator, you get. But no, the tech companies are saying, no, we can't shut down. We have to be active 24/7. Banks depend on us. The hospitals depend on us. A lot of things depend on us. So if we shut down, imagine the amount that will be lost. You understand? Imagine the loss of lives too. Imagine a lot of things that depends on this AI model. So the tech companies are saying, we can't stop. We have to be running 24/7. So this is where the problem is. So what is the proposed solution to all this madness? How do we stop this brouhaha? So first, I think the power companies should only give the data centers lights when the grid is stable and it can handle it. So now, also, they should switch on to their backup generators. That's why they have generators, you understand? So that they can be able to continue with the operations without, temporarily going out of operation, right? Then, I think, why don't they get their own plants? They can get their own power plants, right? That would be better. So guys, this is my own opinion. Don't come for me. Let's hear what you have to say. I've given mine. Don't forget to subscribe, comment, like, and share.